Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about the top 4 reasons why I decided to study accounting. Let's get to it. Now, a lot of what I'm about to share I didn't know before I started studying accounting, but along the way I realized that accounting has a ton of long-term growth opportunities and is also extremely accessible. So if you have any questions, just drop a comment down below and I hope you enjoy. The first reason that I decided to study accounting is because accounting is accessible. Where I live, I only need 150 credits to sit for the CPA exams. Typically, this would require a 4-year bachelor's degree and then a master's program to get you to that number of credits. But for me, I already had credits from a previous degree, and so it was just a matter of taking some accounting classes, the core requirements, to get me to where I needed to be in order to qualify for the CPA exams, and I was ready to go. Now, that being said, 150 credits may seem like a lot, but compared to a doctor or a lawyer, it's actually way less in terms of overall schooling time. So accounting actually is very competitive when you look at these other degrees. Along the way, you also have an internship most likely, which can be relatively lucrative and helps pay those school bills, which I know can really rack up. The second reason that I decided to study accounting is because of the recruitment pipeline. I didn't know this prior to starting my studies, but public accounting firms actually recruit directly from schools, which offers great job opportunities immediately out of college. In fact, I had a contract signed a year out from graduation, essentially. So I knew that when I was graduated, I had a job waiting for me. That peace of mind is incredible. We'll do a future video on tips when it comes to recruiting and that entire process, because that's kind of something all to itself. But I will say a few things here. 1, make sure that you take advantage of any meet the firm nights or any opportunity to interact with the firms. Although you may wonder what the purpose is of these, every single time that you interact with a professional is an opportunity to increase your people skills, increase your communication skills, and they will become more familiar with you because you'll interact with the same professionals again and again, the same recruiters again and again. Another item is that going to these events gives you an idea of what the company culture is like, which is very important. Now, company culture amongst the Big Four, for instance, is all going to be relatively similar, but if you're interested in working for smaller firms, you definitely can get a flavor for what the companies are like, what their cultures are like, just by interacting with their recruiters and by the employees that come to the events. It's really, really valuable to spend time with these people before making this decision about a job. So to sum it up, I would just say, make sure you're putting yourself out there, make sure that you're getting to these events, and make sure that you're comfortable meeting professionals, sharpening your communication skills, and following up with these people so that they get to know you as well. The third reason that I decided to study accounting is that you don't need to be a math whiz. I know this is going to come as a shock, and I cannot tell you how many times someone has asked this of me. But in reality, I'm not that good at math. Like, I literally failed 2 math classes in high school. The reality of being an accountant is this. In school, you're going to have to do a lot of work on paper. Yes, it's arduous, it's time consuming. You'll want to pull your hair out many, many, many times. But then when you get to the firm, Excel's doing all that for you. The proprietary software is doing all that for you. So don't worry if you don't feel like you're a math whiz. If you are a people person, if you have great communication skills, if you like learning and problem solving, you will succeed in this industry. The fourth reason I decided to study accounting is because of the long-term growth opportunities. When I was a student, I didn't realize this at first, but accounting can take you a long ways in your career. There are generally 2 main routes you can take. You can go public or you can go private. Many people would recommend that you do a few years in public accounting because it's an incredible training environment where you're going to learn a tremendous amount. After a couple years, you may decide that public accounting isn't exactly for you. You may want to exit at the 3-year mark, at the 5-year mark, and go into the private sector, go into an industry that you really enjoy. Those opportunities are there too. But what I will say about public accounting is that you are around a group of people who are highly motivated, who are highly intelligent, and if you are someone who thrives off of that environment, around a group of people with a shared goal and a shared mission, especially around busy season, it can be extremely invigorating. I don't want to look at this through rose-tinted glasses, that's for sure. It can also be draining when you're working 60-hour, 65, 70-hour weeks. That isn't necessarily the most fun. But there is a sort of bonding that occurs there that I really think is great and something that you don't find in all jobs. So I would definitely recommend that you give public accounting a try and see if it's for you. Who knows, it might be. If you go to the private sector, there are a lot of great opportunities there too. You could become a controller, you could become a CFO, you could work in a finance department. There are so many amazing opportunities there that really, they're kind of innumerable, and it's really up to you where you want to take that. In public accounting, it's a little bit more structured. In industry, in the private sector, you have your hand on the wheel a bit more, perhaps, in the direction that you want your ship to go. All that being said, accounting offers a ton of options for your career. And if you're someone who is interested in business and wants to take your career far, definitely consider accounting because the options really are endless. Now, there's one more thing I want to say before we wrap this up. Regardless of what career you choose, it is what you make of it. Whether it's accounting, whether it's something else in business, it doesn't matter. It is all what you make of it. There are people in every single career choice who are miserable, who aren't enjoying it, and not every career is for everyone. So make sure you enjoy the process, have fun along the way, meet people, make connections, grow and learn as a person, and that will make for an incredible opportunity that will change your life over the years. Thanks for watching today, guys. I hope you found this enjoyable. I hope you found this helpful. And if you have any questions, just drop a comment down below, and I will see you in the next one.